Late last year, a small space capsule entered the atmosphere and after a fiery descent, parachuted to Earth. The capsule landed in the Australian outback and it was carrying precious cargo from an ambitious Japanese mission to land a probe on an asteroid to bring back samples for study. Now, researchers at Argonne National Laboratory have become the only U.S. facility granted permission by the Japanese team to study these asteroid fragments. And joining us now to tell us more is Arjan Alp, an Argonne Distinguished Fellow and Senior Physicist in the X-ray Science Division at Argonne National Laboratory. Dr. Alp, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
As I understand, this is an asteroid that flies about 60,000 miles away from Earth. What is so interesting about this rock that you and other researchers want to study it?
Well, asteroids are pristine leftovers from the time of the formation of the Earth, and they carry information that belongs to the time when our solar system has formed. This particular asteroid, Ryugu, is chosen because it's the closest one to Earth, and there are predictions that it might hit Earth in 2,000 years or so. So we wanted to understand, at least people in the field would like to know, what is it made of? How is it functioning? Because these are all related questions that we have to understand our universe and our solar system.
And,
so we're very curious.
And we're looking at footage of that Japanese mission trying to land on that asteroid. So have you discovered what is it made of and what has it taught you about the universe and the solar system?
Well, most asteroids are either silicon oxide based or they are iron based. So this particular asteroid Ryugu is silicon oxide based, but it has significant amount of iron in it in the form of oxides. So we have some unique capabilities at Argonne that can identify and differentiate different forms of iron oxides and iron sulfides, whether they are in the surface of the asteroid or whether they are interior of the asteroid, which we were lucky enough to get samples from both.
And as I understand, we said it was a Japanese mission. Argonne is exclusively the facility looking at some of these samples because of the instrumentation you have there. So explain that. What sets Argonne apart?
Right. We have a facility called Advanced Photon Source, which is one of the strongest X-ray machines in the world. It's about 1 kilometer circumference. It provides very intense X-rays that can be focused to few microns, which is about 1/100th of your hair. So we have, in particular, specific beam lines. There are about 75 of them, each one unique on its own, and the one we have is unique for iron. So Argonne is the birthplace of a very unique spectroscopy called MESPAR spectroscopy, and we have been practicing this field for 60 years, continuously advancing, and particularly with the synchrotron source that you see in the background. So we have qualified for this mission by working with our Japanese and French colleagues in the last 2 years and preparing ourselves, practicing ourselves to qualify for these samples.
And it's good that Argonne has that capability because, as I understand, the fragment you're looking at is tiny. What are you able to determine from such a small fragment?
Well, we hope to determine the nature of each mineral in there and what were the conditions under which these minerals formed. We can tell quite a bit about isotope fractionation in these samples, how the different isotope ratios work, and also what kind of minerals they are and whether they had leftovers from aluminum to manganese transitions and so on. So there is plenty of work to do when you get pristine samples like this, which have never seen Earth's atmosphere.
And you mentioned this is an asteroid or a series of asteroids that could, in a few thousand years, crash into Earth. Are you able to learn anything about whether or not any asteroids at any period of time might be a threat to actually come into Earth's atmosphere?
Well, there are very good models that has actually predicted the path of these asteroids that are near Earth asteroids, and Ryugu is one of the closest ones. So that's not my area of research, but certainly the information we provide goes into a big box, and then people have a better ways of predicting what the asteroid will do.
Do you have, is there any better understanding that you could gain from this about the formation of Earth, about the formation of the solar system?
Right. I mean, some asteroids have inner cores like Earth, iron cores, and some asteroids don't. This particular one, Ryugu, don't have an inner core, so our Earth has an inner core. So without the core iron silicon oxide separation, we will finally get a chance from a part of the universe that has those conditions. So we don't have similar conditions on Earth.
When do you expect to reveal your ultimate findings here? How long could this research go on?
Oh, this research has been going on for quite a while. The Hayabusa mission had probes that were working without going onto the surface, like infrared probes and so on. So we knew quite a bit about the Ryugu before even the sample lander landed. But now we have the real samples, so we can do the kind of analysis we cannot do on the surface of the asteroid. So on Earth here, we have magnificent machines, including advanced photon source, that is capable of learning a lot more about these samples. So we will bring the whole brute force approach to these samples, and I hope that there will be other institutions in the United States, like Carnegie Institute and University of Chicago, for example. They will bring their own strength. But we were quick in preparing our facilities, and we requested the samples on time, and we were lucky to get them first.
All right, exciting work out there at Argonne, and our thanks to Dr. Essen Arjan Elp. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.